So how do you launch a campaign and ensure that you win every single time on Facebook? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, if this is the first time you're coming to my YouTube channel, my name is Jonathan Melody, and I talk about how to make money online, e-commerce, affiliate marketing, Facebook advertising, right? Basically marketing and sales. All right. And today we are going to be looking at exactly how you should be launching your campaign so that you win every single time. Now, before we dive really deep into this, I need to explain that we have three different types of audience. All right. We have cold audience, we have warm audience, and we have a hot audience. Now, cold audience are basically people who've never heard about you before. All right, so these are people who have never heard of your name. They've not heard about your brand. In fact, they don't know that your product exists. Okay, now the warm audience are these people who have interacted with your page in the past. They've heard of seen you before. These are what warm audience. A hot audience are people who have gone to your website, they've performed certain actions on your website. Maybe they added to carts, maybe they are a lead, maybe they purchased. All right, these are hot audience. Okay, now for most persons, they jump on Facebook and all they just do is try to sell to cold audience. It's like you trying to kiss a lady the first time you meet her. So you're on a first date with a girl and you are already aching for a kiss or for sex. No, you can't do that. So you have to date the person. You need to get the person to like you, right? You need to, certain things. You need to woo the lady, right? So that she gets to agree when you say, oh, let's do this, right? Let's get married and all that. So that's what you need to do, and this strategy revolves around this. Okay, and what I'm about to share with you, you can even use what I call the $1 ad strategy. I learned it from Kurt Malley. All right, and it's a powerful strategy. In fact, I learned about this in 2020. That was last year, and I implemented it when I was about launching into the foreign market, and it worked perfectly well. All right, so if you can use that for this strategy, of course, so you can use that $1 ad strategy for this strategy as well. Okay, so you don't need to have a whole lot of money to get this strategy to work for you. In case you don't know about this strategy, this $1 ad strategy, you can check out my program or my course, the Ads Alchemy. If you've not heard about it, just look at the comment section. You'll find the URL to that course. Okay, but what we're going to be talking about here today is exactly how you can structure your campaigns to ensure that you win every single time. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to try to break down a few things for you. Okay, I'm going to tell you a few things here before we jump on my laptop here, so I show you exactly what you need to do on your Facebook ads manager. Okay, now the first thing you want to do now, because you're trying to advertise to a cold audience, you don't start with selling. Okay, so you don't just go out on Facebook and say, oh, come and buy my stuff, I have the best product, I have the best service, come and buy. No, that's not what you do. Okay, what you do is you want to try to share your worldview. Okay, you want to try to share your big idea. Okay, what is this thing you want this person to even understand about your belief? You're trying to instill your beliefs into your audience. That's what you want to do with your first campaign. So your first campaign, you make use of videos. All right, you make use of videos to explain, to kind of get people to really understand your view, your worldview, your big idea. You are trying to share your big idea. You're not trying to shove your product down their throat on your first campaign. So your first campaign should be worth video views. And what you want to do is, once and for most persons, you're probably, oh, I know how to do video views. Don't go ahead and just run and do this. There is a science behind you ensuring that your videos actually connects with your audience. Okay, now before I tell you exactly how you should be structuring your videos, let's look at the second part of your campaign. Now remember, I said your first campaign should be video views. Right now you have video views, and what you want to do is create a custom audience from your video views. And what you do is that custom audience that you have created, those are the people that are really interested in what you have to sell. So someone who has watched 75% of your video or 100% of your video is highly interested than someone who just saw 5 seconds of your video, right? So you want to retarget those persons who have engaged with your video, your content, for at least 75, they've watched 75%, at least 75% of your video. So you retarget these people, and that's when you can now do all of your selling. So you can tell them about your product. They should go ahead and check your product. If you want them as lead, you can even go ahead and say, oh, you have, of course, you share your lead magnet, and then they go to your website, and you can collect their leads and do all of your selling. Okay, I always advise people to always collect leads. Always collect leads, guys. You always want to collect leads, because anything can happen on Facebook. So you don't just want to rely on Facebook totally for your advertising, not for your marketing. Okay, now I in the beginning, on the onset, I made mention of there is a structure of what you need to do with your video so that it connects, because you see, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. All right, and this is why you shouldn't just go ahead and be selling in the first place. Like, your first impression shouldn't be about selling. That isn't what you should be doing. Your first impression should be about sharing your worldview, your idea. What's this big idea you have? It is something that is exciting for you, and you're trying to share it with this other person. Okay, and what you do is that you use stories to share these your idea, these your concept, these your worldview. Okay, because you see, a whole lot of people do this wrong. They try to share facts, scientific facts, and all of that. People don't buy facts. People buy emotions, right? And for you to instill in them, for you to arouse these emotions in people, you do it via stories. Okay, so you want to use powerful stories. I've talked in my book, the 10x e-commerce secrets. I talked about how you can craft engaging stories, right? I made mention of the whole roller coaster thing, and the whole conflict and resolution. That is how you will be able to craft an engaging story. Okay, you want to be able to craft an engaging story so that when you share your stories, they connect with your audience. All right, that is how you will be able to keep these people engaged. Because think about it, when people come on Facebook, they're not coming on there to buy. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the idea of buying something on Facebook. They are coming there for fun. They want to read stories. They want to listen to funny videos. They want to watch funny videos and all of that. Okay, so your first interaction should be to sell your product. If every other strategy you're trying to use fails, guys, use this. Your first campaign should be video views. You can use video views, right? And your second campaign you cannot optimize for any other thing that you want to optimize for, be it lead, be it registration, be it add to cart, be it purchase. You can now do that, but don't start with add to cart, with leads and all of that. Okay, if you want to make sure that you are getting people who are truly interested in what you have, you are truly, you are interacting, you are getting people who really want what you have in your funnel. You don't just want a bunch of people going down your funnel who are not even interested in what you have to say or in what you have to sell. All right, so you want to ensure that you put out a video that connects. So it has to be a story sharing your idea. You're not talking about your product. Okay, you're not talking about your product, but you're sharing your big idea. That is what you're sharing with them, okay, in your first video. And you want to ensure that your video is between 5 to 15 minutes, okay, so that you will be able to know the level of people, the kind of people. You want to ensure that these are people who are truly engaged, who are truly interested. Okay, so for someone to watch a 5 minutes video, right, for someone to watch a 15 minute video, it shows that the person is interested in what you have to say, and eventually will be interested in what you have to sell. So your first interaction should be you trying to connect. That is the key word. Your first video should be about you trying to connect. Okay, so you use what we call what I'm trying to share with you now is what we call performance acts. Okay, you're trying to share something with people. You're trying you want them to see themselves in what you are sharing. Okay, so you do that using stories. Okay, I hope you guys really get this part, because it's very important that you get the whole structure of your video right, so that you can really connect with your audience. Now the second one, which I said should be your lead or any other thing you're trying to give out, right? Maybe a lead magnet, or you're trying to take them to your website to purchase, right? Then you can now optimize for whichever objective or event that you want. Okay, now you have to retarget people who have viewed at least 75% of your video. Okay, so how exactly do you do that? How exactly do you create these audiences? I'm going to show you that shortly, but I also want to share something with you that you shouldn't do wrong when you try to set up these campaigns, and that is when you try to create your second campaign, your first campaign rather, when you try to create your first campaign, which is the video campaign. I know for those persons who have not gotten to this part, they will miss this. Okay, that's why I said you have to stay till the end. And also when you get to the end, I'm going to show you I'll tell you exactly how you can win a 30 minutes consultation with me. Every week I choose someone randomly, okay, from the comment section to have a 30 minutes free consultation with me. All right, and I'm going to tell you at the end of this video exactly how you can win a free 30 minutes consultation with me. Now, I was trying to tell you that there are 6 of things you need to do to make sure that you get this right. So there are things that you still need to do right when you're trying to set up these campaigns, be it the first campaign, which is the prospecting campaign, or the second campaign, which is the retargeting campaign. Now for the first campaign, you want to ensure that you exclude every video views from the first campaign. So you are basically going to be creating about 4 audiences thereabout. Okay, so you want to exclude everyone who has viewed your video, so that you reach new persons. You don't want a situation whereby you are trying to reach people who have seen your video. You don't want to do that, right? Because it's a waste of your ad spend. So you want to exclude people who have viewed your videos for your first campaign, which is the prospecting campaign, the video campaign, right? I hope you get it. Now for the second campaign, you want to exclude people who have performed the action that you want, be it a lead, be it add to cart, be it a purchase. You want to exclude that from your retargeting campaign. All right, because of course you don't want to show your ad to someone who has made the purchase. It's a waste of your ad spend, right? That is exactly how you should be structuring your campaigns. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to go to my my screen. Okay, so I have an account here, and I'm basically just going to show you how to create these audiences. I'm not going to just go in detail on how you can create these campaigns yourself. Okay, I think I have other videos in this channel that shows exactly how I created a campaign from start to finish, so you can watch that as well. And of course you can still get the ads alchemy, that training that shows you exactly how you can run profitable Facebook ads. Okay, now all you just have to do is head over to the tools tab, okay, and go to your audiences. Yeah, right here. In case you don't see it here, just hover down, just scroll a little bit downwards, and you should see audiences somewhere. Sadly, that's it right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, and right here you'll be able to create your audiences. So you just basically click create audience, click on custom audience, right? And here you can choose to choose the sources, or the source Okay, for you is going your first one for the prospecting campaign. You're trying to create video views. Okay, just choose video and go to next, and here you basically choose the content type. So you want to create for 75 and people who have watched at least 75%. Okay, 75, and you can still do 95, and you can just test it. You can even test it, 75 and 95, which of them are giving you better results, right? You can do that. You can split test that. Okay, and here you just basically choose the video that you want to use. Okay, so I can choose this video right here and just click on confirm, choose video right here, and click on confirm, right? And then of course you want to choose the retention period. Okay, so for the retention period, it depends on your spend really, because you don't want a situation whereby your budget, okay, is not enough to actually reach the entire pool that you have, the pool of audience that you're creating. So it could be 30, it could be 90. I will advise you do 90. Okay, 90 is a perfect one. If you have a limited budget, you have a budget for say $10 daily ad spend. So with $10 daily ad spend, you can use this for it. If you are using the whole $1 ad strategy, okay, I would say do 90 days or even lesser. Okay, you can do that. You can do that for this, or you can do 7 days or 14 days, depending on this also depends on your the price, or the price of your product. So if you are selling a high ticket product, right, it's going to take a longer time for someone to make a decision, right? Of course. If it is a low ticket product, it shouldn't take a whole lot of time. So that you can factor all of those things in before you go ahead to choose your retention period. Okay, now once you've chosen your retention period, go ahead and name it. I usually name mine hot 30, hot 90, the audience, video views, whatever it is. Okay, so you can just say hot 90 here. Video views, 75%, 5%. Then you can say 75 to 95%, however you want to name it. Just the idea is just to name it to ensure that you know exactly what that audience is about. That's why you need to look at this. Okay, now once you're done with that, you just basically click create audience, okay, and hit done. All right, and this audience is an audience that you can now go ahead and create a lookalike, and I create a different. Now once that I've run for a period of time, maybe for 90 days or 60 days, that you have a whole lot of audience, this audience has really matured, you cannot create a lookalike audience from this audience. If you don't know how to create a lookalike audience, there are other videos on this channel that show exactly how you can do that. Okay, and of course the Facebook ads alchemy shows you all of that. All you just have to do, just go to the description of this video and you will be able to grab that video. It just $27 there, $27. Okay, and you have yourself a complete Facebook advertising tutorial. All right, so this is exactly how you can create your audiences, and of course you can create your campaigns. You know exactly how to create your campaign. So you basically come on here, click, choose your objective, and your objective here is, your first one is going to be videos, and then your second one, your second campaign is going to be conversions. Maybe you're not the events that you're going to optimize for will be either leads, right, add to cart. I love add to cart for e-commerce. Okay, I use add to cart. That's what I make use of. I don't use portions even. Okay, because I've found out that I get better results with add to cart. It might be different for you, so you just have to test it out. Okay, for me, I use add to cart because that gives me better results. All right, so that's exactly how you can structure these things and get them running for you. Okay, with this, when you do this right, if you implement this and do this right, you are going to be blown away by the kind of results that you get. And also you want to give it some time. Okay, you want to start gathering some data from your first campaign, okay, so that this can work properly. All right, you want to ensure that you give it some time. Okay, so that is it for this video. And somewhere around this video I made mention of you particularly in the 30 minutes free consultation. So to win this free 30 minutes consultation, all you just have to do is leave a comment of your big takeaway from this video, what you learned from this video, and you want to ensure that you follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm going to give you a shout out. And of course guys, if you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and turn on that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I put out videos like this. All right, so I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to share with others. Don't have this good food alone. All right, share it with someone out there, okay, so that they get to benefit from this as well. When you structure your campaigns this way, you get to win every single time, because now you know that you're not guessing to reach people who are interested in what you have, but you're reaching people who really are interested in what you have. So I hope you start making use of this strategy, and I would love to hear from you as well, that you started making use of this strategy and the results that you've gotten from it. All right, and yeah, you can go ahead and check out that course, the Facebook Ads Academy. I'm sure that there will be a couple of things that you will learn from that training. All right, so that's it guys for this video. Until next time, bye.